If you're the sort of person that you find it so difficult to trust people, long distance relationship is not for you. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Relationship and Health Matters with Dudu Shower. I am Blessing Nekundayo, also known as Dudu Shower. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Please do hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any other episode on this channel. Okay, I talk about relationship, I talk about our health, particularly our mental health. All right, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching this episode. I've titled today's episode 3 things no one tells you about a long distance relationship. 3 things no one tells you about long distance relationship. Okay, 3 things no one tells you about long distance relationship. Right, so some of you may already know that I was involved in a long distance relationship before I eventually got married. I had 5 years of long distance relationship and it was not funny. I've also experienced long distance marriage, so I've experienced long distance relationship, you know, whether inside or outside of marriage, but I'm going to be focusing on outside of marriage. Okay, so before you get married, when you're in a long distance relationship, like I said, I had 5 solid years of long distance relationship. Today I'm going to be sharing my experience and what I think that is important for people who are wanting to get involved in a long distance relationship, what they need to know about. And if you're already in a long distance relationship and you're wondering, I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like this, yes, it is expected. In case no one told you about it. So let's get on to 3 things that no one tells you about a long distance relationship. Number 1, long distance relationship is not for everyone. Yes, it is not for everybody. If you're the sort of person that you find it so difficult to trust people, long distance relationship is not for you. Okay, when you even see people face to face and you struggle to believe what they say, you are suspicious, you have to double check and triple check that what they are saying is true, or what they have told you is true, or what is happening in their life is true, and you just struggle to trust people for whatever reason. Long distance relationship is not for you. Okay, because long distance relationship requires a lot of trust. Right, it requires a lot of trust. If you also feel like I think long distance relationship cannot work, okay, it doesn't work, it can never happen, guess what, it is also not for you, right? Because you should not and you cannot have what you don't believe in, right? So if you don't believe in it, you probably not put the work that you need to put into it, and it's not going to work. So best is not for you to get involved in it at all. Right, long distance relationship is not for everybody. If you have trust issues, it's not for you. Just do your face-to-face relationship and have your peace. Okay, no this and no peace. It is not for everybody. However, if you feel like you can trust people, because long distance relationship require a lot of trust, and how you can work and build that trust long distance relationship is through communication, transparency, and openness. All right, but what I need to know is it is not for everybody. Number 2, long distance relationship is expensive. Yes, it's going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you your money, your time, your energy. Don't think that because you cannot see the person face to face and it's going to be cheap. After all, you don't have to buy gifts, you don't have to do this, you have to do. It is going to be expensive. It is expensive. Okay, even more expensive when you guys are not within the same sort of city or within the same country. If your partner is abroad, then you're going to spend a lot of money making phone calls. I remember when my husband and I were, before we got married in a long distance relationship, he was in New Zealand, I was in Nigeria. I used to spend a lot of money. My parents used to give me, because I wasn't working, I was in university, I used to get about 40,000 naira per month as pocket money, and at least half of that money went into buying mobile phone cards at the time. I can't remember what it's called in Nigeria, but we used to buy the cards to top up your accounts, your phone accounts, to be able to call. Recharge cards, yes, I remember recharge cards. Okay, we used to buy recharge cards, and I used to spend at least, or approximately at least 20k, sometimes even more, just to buy recharge cards then. And I remember to call outside of Nigeria used to be 15 naira per minute, right? And it means that just to speak for 10 minutes, 500 naira is gone. Speak for 20 minutes, 1,000 naira is gone. So I had to rationalize it. It was expensive for me. It was also expensive for him, but I couldn't put the burden on him only to always call me. I had to also call him. I had to make effort on my own part. I had to sacrifice. So long distance relationship is expensive. Don't be the kind of person that you don't want to actually pay the price. Okay, if you feel like it's only your partner that starts to be calling, no, that's not that, then you're not ready for a long distance relationship, because it's going to cost both of you. Okay, you have to be willing to pay the price. Expensive, to take your time, to take your energy. Sometimes you have to travel. Yes, so if you have to travel, of course you would have to travel. It just depends on how often. Unless you're not serious about the relationship, you have to travel at some point, okay, at different times. For example, some people it's going to be every week, some people it's going to be a fortnight, some people once a month, some people once a year, depending on what works for you and your partner. But it's going to cost you, because investing in both of you seeing face to face is also part of investing into the relationship. Again, that is expensive. It's going to take your time, okay? When you could have been doing some other things, you have to be on phone calls, you have to be chatting, you have to be texting, because that's how you keep the relationship going. So long distance relationship is expensive. That's number 2. Number 3, you will feel lonely. Yes. The truth of the matter is, there are times that you really feel lonely in a long distance relationship. Okay, for example, there'll be times that you need your partner to just be with you, to hug you, to just give you that emotional comfort, emotional assurance. You just want to have them present with you and experience what you're experiencing. You want to have them present with you and let them see what is going on in your life. You want them to share in that joy, your success, your failures. You want them to be present. But guess what? If your partner is abroad, for example, it could be hard sometimes unless they are able to make it to come. Okay, you realize that for example, some of your friends who have their partners or boyfriend or girlfriends in the same environment, they are probably there almost every day, saying hello, greeting, sending this, sending that. You're like, oh my god, why don't I have a guy beside me? Why don't I have my girl beside me? Yes, sometimes you'll feel lonely, but what you need to do in such a situation is you need to ensure that you develop yourself in other areas of your life. So build friendship. Don't be the sort of person that would be completely dependent on your partner for your fulfillment, for your joy, or for your excitement. No, use the opportunity to develop friendship, develop other areas of interest, your hobbies, build yourself. It could be, your bodily exercise, like going to the gym regularly, doing things that you enjoy doing, or registering for courses, or doing other things that would also bring you fulfillment apart from just being dependent on a man or a woman to bring you joy or fulfillment. So yes, there are some times that you're going to feel lonely, and you have to realize that this is part of the realities of being in a long distance relationship. Again, back to number 1, it is not for everybody. So if you feel like, man, my guy must always be by my side, or my babe must always be by my side, then it is not for you. All right, do you have any other points about what people need to know about long distance relationship that nobody tells them about? Okay, let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know your thoughts about what I've shared. Until next time, my name is Blessing Ekundayo. Bye for now.